Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to chase race number 3 of the Season 7 NRSL UFC Orlando Cup Series here at the fairgrounds. And I'm telling you what, man, these drivers, after these wild 2 races that we had earlier, a crazy SS known as Orlando, and a wild pit road strategy known as Champs-Élysées, we are here at the fairgrounds back in the U.S. territory for almost the rest of the season. I know we got one more race out in the Canadian border, and then we head back to the U.S. for the rest of the season. That's going to be Pikes Creek, which will be chase race number 8. Or excuse me, chase race 7, rather. So it's going to be really interesting to see what will happen throughout the rest of this chase. Speedways, two more SSs, rather, a road course, and that is it. So can't wait to see what will happen. So on the pole, we have Charles Sanford next to him. Brett Pritchard, 3rd. Johnny Gardner, 4th. Connor Meyer, 5th. Zachary Fitzwater. That's your co-points leader for this event. 6th. Keith Batson. And 7th, because it is the Wawa versus Sheetz 400. Kev Shearer sponsoring his Sheetz car. Shitty Sheetz. 8th. Dylan Potey. 9th. Clint Spillman. Clean the top 10. Anthony McCurry. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back. You're probably wondering who is the car and the driver that is sponsoring Wawa. Well, out of all the drivers you could have ever expected, it'd be Ron Bishop in the 88. Yep, RJ did it. Thank you, RJ. And then the rest of your field from on back as well, including with those yellow banners with the chasers and everything. As on the final row, we have Phil Parker and Alex Drayton. So we're about ready to command very shortly. Like as mentioned, Trent Dunham and Zachary Fitzwater, they are the co-points leaders for this event. Just like how we had for the Xfinity race, we had co-points leaders for that event as well, which was Miles and Joshua Sicoli. Definitely different for today's event, so we'll see what'll happen to both those drivers. We'll keep an eye on them for sure. But for right now, here comes the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
As there's the command to fire the engines. So, of course, Charles Sanford, everything looking A-OK. He'll be on the Budweiser shootout as well, don't forget, for next season. So here we go. This should be really, really awesome. What's going to happen? The Wawa versus Sheetz 400 chase race 3 is green. Oh, we got a spin coming off of turn 2, heading into 3. I heard it in the background. I don't know if that is the caution. Yes, indeed. Easily the caution is out. Oh, big separation right there. And, oh, Cody Lamas in the 48. That car's mangled. And Ron Bishop. It's the sponsor car. Jessica Sheldon, the chaser, involved. That's going to be a big blow for her right there. Daniel Olson, the 21, involved. Phil Parker may have gotten a little piece of it. And Levi McIntyre also quite a ways back. He may have gotten involved in the accident. Or probably didn't get a lot of damage. Kate Anderson involved. And the co-points leader involved, Trent Dunham. Oh, and Cody got into Ron Bishop there in the 88. Who ran the back of Levi. Bit of a checkup and all. I don't know what happened, but yikes. Well, your name is Zachary Fitzwater. You're in some good hands. Caution's out. Let's take a look at ourselves, our first caution. Well, here's a look at what our first caution is like there. It's been a trouble spot all this weekend for turn 2, but we haven't had any on the tunnel turn in quite some time like that. And Man, Cody just got involved right there with Kyle Matthews. Jessica Shelton, nowhere to go in that 0-2. And the worst part for the 0-2, hit that wall right there. Thankfully, it wasn't the bad part. There's Ron Bishop getting involved. Kate Anderson, you seen getting involved. Daniel Olson, oh, head on, nowhere to go. Common's got a little piece of it, got by. Eric Burton got involved. That was your previous race winner. Keep in mind, there's Trent Dunham. Oh, man, that is a tough break right there. And a couple of chasers really going to get involved. It's going to hurt him. Kat Batson and, man, Ron Bishop. That's the sponsored car, too, for this event. Well, one of at least. Phil Parker also got a little piece of it right there. You just seen, got a little bump right there. Oh, McIntyre definitely got involved. Oh, Kat Batson got into Alex Drayton. Just absolutely jacked up the right side. And I don't know what that was about, but 14 was not ready for that one. You can see they're all dealing with the smoking Mountain Dew spike Jessica Shelton there. So she's going to have an early exit on lap 1, and that is really not good for that team at all. Caution's out. Her teammate, though, out in front. Charles Sanford's taking back to the green. Welcome back. You've not missed much. Charles Sanford out in front. Drivers out of the race. They involve, is out of the race. There's Jessica Shelton and Cody Lamas. So they're going to have an early exit. Shelton's only going to have one chase point right there. The rest of the cars that got involved, they got their cars repaired. They're back out in the course. That is from 32nd on down. Those drivers got involved in an accident. Actually, if you want to count Phil Parker as well, but I don't know if he's going to be off the pace. We'll see, though. Excuse me, they're adding on there. Charles Sanford out in front. Brett Pritchard second. Johnny Gardner third. Keith Batson in fourth. Fifth is Connor Myers. Sixth is the highest running chaser. It's Zachary Fitzwater. That's an advantage right there he's going to take if, you know, what's happened to Dunham there. Seventh, Dylan Potey. Eighth, Clint Spillman. Ninth, Kev Shearer. The other sponsor car completed top 10. Eighth, McCurry. Here's the rest of the field from for the chasers on back. Seth Cole, 13th. James Squalls, 14th. Quentin Moore, 18th. Completing the top 20 is JT Bryant. Green flag back underway. Zach Flickinger got to go all the way back to 20th where he's at. And the rest of the chasers that got involved, they're, of course, in the rear of the field. Green flag back underway. Well, if your name's Trent Dunham, if you want to get the points lead after this race, you better hope that 59 has an issue. Because whatever's going on in that Miller Lite Dodge, man, it has just been all good for him. Now, of course, he'll be merging his team of Fitzwater Australia Racing with Evans Gardner Racing along with Sheer Trigger Incorporated. And they'll merge as a one big Evans Gardner Motorsports where Sheer will remain in the 00 and the Zachary Fitzwater, well, the 59 will be a number 7. As you wonder what will happen with the 59, Diego Yepes will be aboard next season. Ironic enough, or actually, no, I don't think Dodge will be on board next season for Bishop. No, it's actually, I think it's a different manufacturer. I don't remember who, but in the meantime, though, Charles Sanford trying to hold off Brett Pritchard in the 8. Remember, he had a really good run in the Xfinity race and nearly won it. He definitely had one of the stronger cars and definitely had a really good car all race weekend here. No surprise, so keep an eye on that 8 car throughout this race. Remember, Pritchard after this season, he'll be moved over to the 54 in a Toyota for Meyer Racing, ironic enough. His new boss will be not too far behind. Keith Batson at 39 there. Having a really good run right now in that Vettix Mustang there. And Batson trying to look for second. He probably knows he wants that lead as Pritchard, so Batson trying to give him that run on the high line, and that was probably not good for Batson's ordeal. Don't know what that was about. Now Meyer trying to take advantage of Batson's mistake. Trent Dunham way off the pace. Same with Daniel Olson, is even slower. Got Batson off the pace. Eric Burton off the pace. That was your previous race winner, keep in mind. And just a little bit back, Ron Bishop in the 88 and Kate Anderson in the 3. Drayton still hanging on in there with Matthews and Roush. Just kind of here and there is the rest of that pack. Oh, and the caution's out. For the second time today as we're about ready to enter 2/3 of the race on lap 9 of 30. I don't know what that was about with the caution. Oh, it's Eric Burden in the 20. That car's destroyed. I don't know who he hit if he bashed Ron Bishop by any means, but I mean, Ron Bishop's rear is just absolutely destroyed. I'm not too sure what the caution is for, rather. And Olsen ran to the back of, I believe it was Cat Batson. That's what he wants, had enough. No, he ran to the back of Dunham. The co-points leader in some deep trouble. Now the one car is even more destroyed. It's going to look like a modified car pretty soon if he comes out the track there. But Charles Sanford out in front. We're just going to see if him and the rest of the leaders come down pit road. We're going to find out here. And yep, I'm not surprised. They're coming down pit road. So you'll be seeing these drivers coming down pit road. Eric Burton's already called it quits. He's out of it. Got a car staying out. I think that was Sky Commons and Levi McIntyre. A couple chasers. Wow. Gutsy move there. Yeah, that is indeed the case. 2 chasers. And Sanford first one off. Pritchard second. Shear with a really killer pit stop in that 0-0. Whoa, a little contact pit road between Dylan Pote and Joshua Sicoli. So Sky Commons, Levi McIntyre, very wise, or, well, I shouldn't say wise, but a very interesting decision there to stay out. Caution's out. Let's take a look at ourselves, our second caution. Well, we were looking through the tape, and we didn't know what happened to Eric Burton, but now we do it. Oh, my goodness, this was a lot worse than expected. So take a look at this here. So as you can see, Eric Burton was racing Trent Dunham. Keep in mind, both drivers are off the pace. And you see Burton just puts Dunham into the wall, and then Burton flat out loses it right here. And then watch this. Out of all the parts of the track he hits, it is this part of the wall where he is just going to go out and just destroy this part right here. Wow, and that is a lick. And he actually caught the wall there with the piece of the front end, and it got stuck. And so that is why Eric is out of the race. And oh, my word. What a lick that one is. Oh, my goodness. That was a lick right there. Caution is out. Take you back to the green. Pace car giving us the 1 lap to go. Out of the race after that incident include the following of Trent Dunham and Daniel Olsen, as well as Eric Burton. And that one car, that's going to be the second worst chaser. He's only going to get 2 points after all of it. Tough break for Dunham. He is not going to be the points leader at the end of this race. It will be Zachary Fitzwater unless something drastic happens, but unbelievable, though. That is just unfortunate. Sky Comets, Levi McIntyre, they're the 2 that stayed out there. The top 2 chasers, ironic enough. Third, after leading them down to pit stops, is Charles Sanford. Then you got Brett Pritchard, Keith Batson, Connor Myers, Zachary Fitzwater. Speaking of which, he'll be restarting 7th. Kev Shearer, the sponsor car for Sheetz in 8th. 9th, Nathan Hudson in the top 10. Anthony McCurry. So here we go. Green flag. About ready to be back underway here at Pocono. Well, we may as well talk about one of the sponsor cars. Let's talk about the Sheetz car, Kev Shearer. Who, ironic enough, well, it's safe to say Sheetz is having a good run out in the fairgrounds. And if you're wondering why this is an event called the Wawa vs. Sheetz 400 out here in Pocono, Pennsylvania, both stores are located mainly in the Pennsylvania area. Sheetz is out by the Pittsburgh area, and Wawa's by the Philadelphia area. It would make sense, and well, you get the rest. I know, it's battle the convenience stores. Anyways, you can see they were almost battling 3 wide up ahead, but a really change for the lead. Look at Charles Sanford. He said, forget your battle, I want second. It's going to do so. Sky Comets, though, in that 17 switch car. Good to see him out in front. Now, remember about Comets, he is still yet to win this season, and it's his first time in the chase since winning the championship back in Season 3. Whoa! Charles Sanford got a little too squirrely coming off that corner. Like, I mean, he was swerving Irvin at that point. I don't think I've ever seen a car fishtail off of one like that in quite some time. Now here comes Fitzwater with the head of steam. Fitzwater, he already knows what happened to Dunham. He's going to try to take full advantage of it. Now he's trying to go around Levi McIntyre for position. So far, what's happened to Levi has not been good. But Common's already taking advantage. Here comes Brett Pritchard for the second position. You can see in the background that Wawa car of Ron Bishop just trying to get up there in that pack, but it's just not looking good for that 88 team. Fitzwater trying to battle McIntyre. Remember, Fitzwater's got the fresher tires, but McIntyre just has that preferred line coming off of 1. And we'll hold on for now. Baranowski's just kind of bounced off the wall a little bit there. But now trying to go underneath Seth Cole. That's for position, not for a chase point, though. In turn 2, you got to be really careful because that is easily the trouble spot on this track. One wrong move and just you can kamikaze the field right there. Anthony McCurry, that car hanging around in that 10th position, trying to get around Nathan Hudson for 9th right there. Three wide between McIntyre, Fitzwater, and Keith Batson. And man, McIntyre, whatever's happened to that 99, he is just continuously slipping back like a rock. Comets with a good run on that high line. He got that all by himself. And now Sanford trying to take second for Brett Pritchard. He said, you had your fun. Now I'm trying to take that position. Fitzwater check out because of Charles Sanford, because that's why some contact there. 3 wide for second. Or at least what was attempted. Now Fitzwater tucks back in line. Checks up on the inside. Now McIntyre trying to use that high line. And what still amazes me is that both Levi McIntyre and Sky Collins have not come down pit road since the time where all the drivers came down pit road. But you can see Ron Bishop continuously in the 88 slip it back. Same for Scott Roush in that 18. 3 wide right there between McIntyre, Shear, and Hudson. Got to remember, McIntyre and Comets are on old tires there. McIntyre really not having that car right there. And Kev Shear right now in the preferred line heading into this corner. Kev, so far, this has probably been his best race in that 00. It has been a disastrous return for him in the NRSL. His rookie season was definitely one to remember. Drove the 77. Got a win in Atlanta. Look at McCurry giving a little contact to that 00. He's still trying to get that position. McCurry gonna clear right there. Now Kev trying to deal with Nathan Hudson, and then Hudson gonna check up that inside line. That's gonna allow Shearer and McIntyre to get ahead. And you notice Sanford did not have second that time. Now he did. He stuck behind that 17. And now the 03 gonna try to take the lead. Here comes Sanford. Whoa, little contact right there. McCurry, man, he's jumped up some positions, man. That 61, he was at 10th at a point. Now all of a sudden, he's trying to get a top 5 from Keith Batson. Now Sanford still side by side with the 17 of Commons. Fitzwater now trying to take advantage of what's going on, but he's on the wrong side of the course there. Sanford trying to clear Commons coming into 1. He's trying to get that run heading into this corner. He's got the advantage. Commons trying, but he's not going to get the lead. New leader, Charles Sanford. as he will retake the lead. What was rightfully his before. Quentin Moore, Nathan Hudson down pit road, and they're going to leave a little bit of debris there. Very surprised why they came down pit road, but remember, Moore is trying to pull the FP Jones the third strategy from the Xfinity race. Come down pit road early, let the others wreck each other. You get by it, and you can battle for the lead on whoever stays out as well. And McIntyre comments, I'm not surprised now they're coming down pit road, heading into 11 to go. Kyle Matthews also surprisingly coming down pit road. Well, that is interesting. Wow, look at Johnny Gardner in that real high line right there. Miles on that low line, not having a good run at all. Oh, and Quentin Moore and Ethan Hudson back down pit road. I think that's to repair some of that damage. Quentin Moore, that is a tough blow for him there. They're probably hoping for that caution to come out. Look at Spillman on that run on the high line, entering 3. Remember, he won this race last season, trying to break a winless streak. Which is odd for me even to say. Spillman and winless streaks. Right now, jumped up into 10th thanks to that pass on Alex Ferranti there. Still green. There's Moore and Hudson. They're now lapped down in their respective positions. That is a tough blow for both of those drivers. Look at Pote with a move right there, trying to get around Jeffrey Finguy. The same can be done for James Qualls. Pote will clear the 92. Now Qualls trying to follow. Baranowskis in the 46 there. Trying to battle Michael Walton for 8th. Using the high line, rather, is the Latvian driver. And Moore and Hudson back down pit road. They got an issue. They're trying to figure it out. They got the glitch. They're probably hoping for that yellow so that way they don't have to deal with it no more. Oh, Ferranti, a little bit of contact with the 46. They're going to keep it together. Here comes Fitzwater trying to battle Pritchard for 2nd. Look at McCurry trying to sneak his way in. Contact between Fitzwater and Pritchard. McCurry's trying to see that advantage. He's trying to go to the high line. Will do so. Now Batson trying to go to the inside. Oh, that's big. If your name is Anthony McCurry, that's for the top chase spot right there. And if you're Dunham, he's already out of the race, but he's watching. Qualls coming down pit road. Dylan Young coming down pit road. Another driver I've seen as well. We'll look at it in a second. But let's see the case here in this battle. Yes, indeed the case. Pritchard going to get that spot off Fitzwater. McCurry trying to follow. Oh, and a problem for Hudson. The car stopped on the track. I think it's a battery issue. He's got an issue. It's bad. Look at Kev Shear. You got to give him credit with the great run he's having. McCurry, though, sticking ahead to the 59 car. And wait a minute. These drivers are coming down pit road. Green flag pit stops. A lot of drivers coming down. Ron Bishop coming off pit road. Oh, look out. This pack's coming in hot there. Bishop wisely going to take the extreme low line. And Batson will get around the 88. Keith Batson, Connor Meyer, Alex Ferranti, Dylan Pote, John Arndt, Phil Parker, JT Bryant, Ember Ross, Zach Flickinger all stayed out. A little bit of debris coming off pit road there. Look at McCurry trying to get ahead of Sanford. Not going to do so, but he'll definitely get ahead of Zachary Fitzwater. Nice pit stop for the 61. Hudson just trying to lip. I'm amazed they didn't throw the caution. Oh, I think they just did. Yes, they did. Caution's out. And there's drivers that went down closed pit road. That's Batson and Connor Meyer. explains about the 11. Oh, they're... Whoa! The pace car kind of checked up everybody, and it freaked them out. Ferranti's leading them down. Wow, that is unfortunate right there. Hudson's trying to limp. I guarantee you that is what the caution is out for. I don't blame, because he is just in a dangerous spot on the track. And that car is about ready to come to a stop. Nowhere close to pit road. So caution's out. Let's take a look at ourselves, our caution. Alright, so you're seeing this right here. The pace car lights are on. Now, there's nobody around that got involved in an accident, but I do have a feeling that the caution came out for Nathan Hudson. We have also gotten word Quentin Moore is out of the race. I don't know what happened to the 34. We'll find out later on when we go back to Green Flag Racing. But I have a feeling it may have been, the caution may have been out for Hudson because of being where he's at in the track. Because look carefully. I know he's low on the track, and there's leaders right there, but that is very strange. This has been one of the strangest races we've ever been partaken. But the kicker out of all this is when that caution came out, you could see Batson and Meyer have already committed to coming down pit road as the way how they are. And they went down a closed pit road. That is not good if you're Batson or Meyer. That's really going to hurt. They had to serve extra time on pit road because of that there. But caution is out. John Arter's your leader. Take it back to the green. Well, if you want to talk about gutsy strategies, there are two cars that stayed out. That'd be JT Bryant and Zach Flickinger. Kat Batson's a lap down behind them. She's still up to speed, but definitely could play a factor. Ron Bishop is a lap down out of the race. Now, out of it, what happened? Quentin Moore had a fuel issue. He's out of it. Daniel Olson, 38th, remember, he's already been out. Nathan Hudson is 4 laps down. He's had pit road struggles. And Ron Bishop is on the tail end lead lap. Now, the 88 is off the pace. You've already noticed. It's obvious there. Bryant and Flickinger, they're the two cars that have stayed out altogether. 3 laps to go back to Green Flag Racing. Can these two drivers hold on? And they're making indications now of coming down pit road. They couldn't hold on. And that is really going to hurt both drivers. Charles Sanford will inherit the lead. 2nd, Brett Pritchard. 3rd, Anthony McCurry. 4th, Keith Batson. 5th, Zachary Fitzwater. 6th, Jeffrey Finguy. 7th, Kev Shearer. 8th is Connor Meyer. 9th, Michael Wall. Completing the top 10 is Alex Drayton. Another car having issues. It's Scott Roush in the 18. He's blown the motor. And I thought we were going to go back to green, but now they've given another 1 lap to go. They decided to wave it off, and now we're going to have 1 lap to go back to Green Flag Racing. It'll be a green-white checkered now. Man, this has just turned to one of those WTF races here. I thought we were going to go back Green Flag Racing, but then the NRSL officials said, hold up, let's add another lap. So now it will be a green-white checkered. And you got to be wondering what Bryant and Flickinger were thinking, let alone with the rest of these drivers. As Scott Roush now is pouring oil on the track. And I don't know why, but that is not good. That engine has expired. And the Craftsman Toyota going to be done for the day. He was 23rd at that point. Not really going to matter a whole lot because he wasn't a chaser, but as far as finishing results go, that's going to at least boost up a spot. So remember, Charles Sanford will be stuck behind mainly that Wawa Dodge of Ron Bishop. So it's safe to say Sheetz has won the battle over Wawa. Can't believe I'm saying that. But I'm still amazed, though, is remember, Meyer and Keith Batson, I'm amazed they were actually able to keep wherever they were in the top 10 after everything that happened. So I am very confused to why, because they entered a closed pit road, but probably because of the commitment. I'm not sure, but that's very, very strange. So now the pace car are going to make its dive down to pit road. Green-white checker that's going to determine the winner of this race. You see the leader is Charles Sanford. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're back underway here at Pocono. Sanford immediately wasting no time, going down low. They know Ron Bishop's off the pace. Cap Batson's up to... Oh, never mind. Cap Batson's really slow, whatever reason. I thought she was up to speed, but I guess not. Oh, and Sanford's going to get by Ron Bishop there. McCurry trying to go for third on Keith Batson. Oh, some contact! McCurry kept it together. Somehow they kept it together from Reckon. It's going to be down to Pritchard versus Sanford for the win. McCurry right now the top chaser. That's going to be big if your name is Trent Dunham and you see Fitzwater where he's at. White flag displayed. 1 lap to go here at Pocono. Brett Pritchard trying to reel in. Charles Sanford trying to do what he can. Pritchard really doing what he can to reel in that 0-3, trying to capture a win for Sunkeep Motorsports. They're wrecking behind. Caution is out. That's James Qualls. It don't matter. They're still racing back. John Art went back down pit road. Here comes Pritchard trying to make a move. He's got to make a move work right here. McCurry safe to say he's going to get third unless these two make a big mistake heading into 3. Pritchard trying to make a move, and he's not gonna. That's all she wrote right there. Coming off of turn 3, Charles Sanford and the GoBowling.com Chevrolet gonna pick up the checker flag. He wins at Pocono. What a crazy race that was there. Holy cow. And James Qualls, I don't know what happened to that 70, but you got a feel for him. He was looking like he was going to have a good day, and he just got dumped. Let's see what happened. He got stuck behind the 58. Oh, and Sicoli got into him. Yeah, mainly just because that 58 was an issue. And you see Rogers got a little bit of help right there going into that 54. Slides up right there. Gets the wall big time. Rogers also tagging the wall. It's been the story of his season in a nutshell. Then gets a little contact help from the 6. And then right there, the 70 goes around again. All those spots he had, gone. But there's your winner, folks. Charles Sanford. Victorious for the first time this season. So I believe now, I mean, no, I guess you could say officially now S3 has won all the races, at least one race this season. Not all the races, what am I saying? Has at least won one race this season. Matthews, of course, winning the Budweiser Shootout. Jessica Shelton, the Daytona 500. And now Charles Sanford, winner at Pocono. Look at your top 10 finishing results there. Brett Pritchard, a great day overall. Great race weekend overall. He'll come away second. Anthony McCurry, the top chaser, in third. Fitzwater, he will definitely be the points leader exiting this race weekend. He'll come away fourth. Jeffrey Finguy, fifth. Kev Shear, how about that? The sponsor car really does help out in a way. He'll come away sixth. A great run for that 00 car there. Michael Walton, seventh. Connor Meyer, eighth. Keith Batson, ninth. Completing the top 10, Alex Drayton. Here's the rest of your results. Let's find the rest of our chasers. Sky Commons, 12th. Levi McIntyre, 15th. Dylan Pote, 22nd. JT Bryant, 24th. Seth Cole, 26th. Zach Flickinger, 28th. A lot of evens for the chasers here. Phil Parker, 29th. James Qualls, he got screwed out of that one. He came away 31st. He was not the last car to finish on the lead lap. That would be John Art in 32nd. Not a chaser, keep in mind. Scott Roush had a piston issue. He ended up 35th there. And, you know, from 33rd, or 33rd, 34th for Ron Bishop and Cap Batson. And then Nathan Hudson was 4 laps down in 36th. And then, you know, rest on down, all out of the race. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, make sure you give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe part of the NRSL, but hit the subscribe button down below. We'll see you guys later next week for the chase race that'll be over in Michigan. Or actually, let me check real quick. Was it Michigan or DC? I'm pretty sure it was Michigan. I know I'm already, like, can't remember where the hell we're going to now. I'm pretty sure it's Michigan. Oh, nope, it was DC. My apologies. We're going to DC next, which will be our biggest intermediate track of the season. So until then, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later for going east to DC. Until then, goodbye, everybody. Congrats one last time to Sam for the victory. Here come the points at the end, like always. Goodbye, everybody.